Hello there. I found a very interesting video. I guess it's all over social media now. But basically, it's about 22 Democrats reading the identical script while holding a microphone the same way to appear like they are blogger influencers or something now. Democrats stand united against the USA. So it's absolutely crazy that you can have 22 Democrats reading word for word the exact same script, and first people just identified one or two. It was Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren. Listen.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just heard. Since day one, Donald Trump's presidency, prices are not down, they're up. Inflation is getting worse.
So, at first it was just these two. And then people started connecting the dots and finding more and more and more. And listen, you can't understand a word when there's the cacophony of 22 of these guys, all speaking in their own pitch and speed, but just it's an amazing piece of propaganda that I can't believe they thought they'd get away with.
The prices of groceries, gas, eggs, and essentials. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has done nothing. Who saves to lower prices? Instead, he's part violent, savage. He's so soft.
So yeah, it's a propaganda video, and it's basically the same thing. It's just each and every one of them saying the entirely same script. And this isn't the first time. Do you remember we had a couple of years ago the TV mind control video, right?
Responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
Flagging our country, the sharing of biased and false
News has become all too common on social media.
First, unfortunately, some members of the community need their platforms for their own personal lives and agenda control. It's extremely dangerous to our democracy. It's extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Yes, extremely dangerous to our democracy. So I agree, what I'm seeing in front of my eyes right now is extremely dangerous to our democracy. Now, I can't believe they thought this was a good idea again. That they believe, and I guess they'll get away with it, that their voters don't care about whether they're genuine or not. Basically, the voters know that they're empty suit for sale. That's all they are. And they trust not the representative, but the powers that be behind them. You know, this is why Biden could be in cognitive decline for years, and they don't care. Do you think all the Democrats truly believed, each and every one of them, that he was fine? No, they just trusted the system. And the idea that you can just put your trust in a faceless bureaucracy system, you don't know who these people are, you don't know what they think, they won't actually tell you, they won't talk to you, they won't debate you. They'll just do their thing, and you believe that so long as they keep in power, the world will be fine. But if their opponents get into power, that's the end of the world. Based on what? What do you even know about your candidates? What do you know about their opponents other than what those same people that you trust so much told you? You literally have mind control on TV, and you know it, and you say it's fine. I trust the people mind controlling me. I trust them to give me the news. I trust them to do what is right. I trust them to basically hide behind an empty suit, even an obvious one, and have zero accountability and do the right thing for me and my family. I don't understand how can you reach this state. I really don't. It's some sort of magical tribalism that has gone beyond rationality, in my opinion. Absolutely, I don't care what side of the aisle you are. You should demand that your representative represent you, not some lobbyists. The fact that insider trading and lobbying are actually illegal and openly done in the United States is amazing to me, honestly. It's just, well, it's better that they do it openly so we know who does it. What? No. You should try and crack down on it. You should try to prevent it from happening. It's like saying, well, if we know who's stealing or attacking people, then we can be careful around them and try to avoid them. So it's better that we don't punish the violent criminals. You know, that way we'll be able to prepare better and be more careful around them. It makes zero sense. It's just open corruption. And I do hope that, one, the voters actually hold them to account, even though I know that they won't. And two, that under Donald Trump and Elon Musk, the ideas of lobbying and insider trading being normal will be a thing of the past. There will be a crackdown on these issues. Probably not anywhere anytime soon, but perhaps once they've put out some fires, they might do something about it, because I think this is an extremely crazy situation where everyone knows that the people in parliament, supposedly some of the most powerful people in the country that decide where the country is going, what the rules are, they can just be empty suits, and you know, and you don't care. What's the point then of Congress? It's just votes for sale? How about we just have a Congress made up of the rich individuals who actually pay these people, and then we can hold them accountable for what they do? That would be much more effective. I mean, an empty suit doesn't care about anything other than their own self-interests, and what's going to happen is, no matter how big a hit their career takes, they can just transition to another position, perhaps one that's less public-facing. So long as they're loyal to the paymasters, they'll be fine. So basically, they're expendable. You can burn out their political careers pushing things that the public does not want, and there'll always be a new replacement, another empty suit that you can put in their place, and the new empty suit will say the words the public wants to hear, then obey its paymasters just as well. And this cycle keeps going, pushing things that the public does not want against our will, forcing us to live in ways we don't want, forcing us to accept policies that are bad for us and that serve only the interests of a very small group of people. And there's literally no consequences for either the paymasters themselves or the empty suits. Okay, so you ousted the empty suit from Congress for pushing a policy that's really, really unpopular with the public. And they'll go and work in Goldman Sachs or BlackRock or wherever. They'll get a golden parachute. They don't care. And a new one comes to replace them. This is the cancer in the heart of American democracy right now. And I, for one, can't wait to see it go away. Obviously, I'm not talking about anything violent, just change the rules and close the loopholes that allow this sort of thing to happen. Biden could have ruled as a puppet openly for only so long because people trusted his paymasters. There's some sort of unconditional trust in the system by Democrats, and they know that everything they hear is dictated to them by the paymasters, and the same paymasters are also hiding behind puppets in Congress, in the government, and doing their own thing, and they trust the paymasters to do what's best for themselves and their families. They trust the rich people that will not disclose their opinions, their face, to the public and stand like Elon Musk does and say, this is what I believe, this is what I'm putting my money and political weight behind. No, they'll just go and buy off politicians secretly and have them do all the, how to put it, talking, convincing, and suffering in their stead. I can't help but feel as though the Democrats have somehow missed the memo about the dangers of rich people in politics. It's not that, well, Elon Musk gives money to Donald Trump and therefore this is the end of democracy. It's George Soros or Bill Gates give money in a billion different ways behind the scenes without telling you that they're giving money, without telling you what they're giving the money for, what they want in exchange, what's the vision for the future. They're not campaigning with Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. They just make it happen through the institutions. I feel we are definitely at a turning point in history. If democracy keeps meaning bureaucracy for the elite, then democracy will be discarded as a way of life. Just my prediction, not anything that I'm saying that you should or that I want. I'm just predicting it's no longer serving the majority of the people, and they will have to acknowledge that at some point and try to replace it if they want to keep their interests at all. On the other hand, it could be that we replace the current form of democracy with one that's actually, democratic, where the people's voice actually matters. That would be nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, like, comment, ring the bell, and I'll see you next time.